Hi friends! I am so excited you're here because I will be talking about my January reading plans and my TBR. I know I did a TBR. Honestly, I'm just procrastinating my best horror books for 2020 from 2024 because that is going to be such a crazy video. I know it's going to be long. So yeah, I'm just procrastinating here. But let's get into it with some book clubs. So I said the Reaper Book Club is going to move on to Instagram. So my Instagram is always linked down below. So you guys can follow me over there. And usually what I do over there, I did it a little last year with it, is that I just started a group chat with whoever wants to talk about the book that month. So it's not like a continuous thing. I was just going to make new chats, if that makes sense. That's probably a bad idea, but maybe I won't. But yeah, because I feel like some people, some months don't want to be in a chat or something. But yeah, just let me know. I'm totally flexible. I can take you in or out, or you can leave or mute it. Whatever, I'll stop babbling, but you guys know how that works. So for that, this book is the only book I could think of that I would fit the theme of the Reaper Book Club, and also in kind of the direction where I want to take it in 2025, and that is Violent Facilities or Faculties. Can I read? By Charlene Elsby. This is a horror novella. All the Reaper Book Clubs are horror novellas, and this is about a philosophy professor who kind of tests her students to like the next level. I hear this is really messed up and dark, but also like semi good for her. And I haven't seen a ton of people talk about it, so I'm very excited for this. I know there's an ebook of it. It is by Clash Books, so I don't think it's like super widely everywhere, but I'll post about it on my Instagram if I see it somewhere else. The other book club I'm planning on participating in is the Midnight Book Society, which is hosted by Kelsi from Slime & Slashers. They will be reading The Bone Collector Orchard, oh my gosh, by Sarah Reed. I'm just gonna put it here because I have no memory apparently. But this is a YA fantasy horror winter vibes. That's all I know about it. It is available on Hoopla, so that's where I'm going to be reading it, and I'm really excited to get to it in January. And then as for the banned books I want to read in 2025, January, wow, I just pulled some off of my shelves. I will definitely be reading more. I think I have, is it Allegedly by Tiffany D. Jackson on my Kindle. I've had this one for a while. I need to read that one. It's so crazy that a Tiffany D. Jackson book is banned, but you know, that's the world we live in. And yeah, so the ones I just had on my shelves like readily available is Beloved by Toni Morrison. I read this one years and years ago, like in my early 20s, and it definitely left a mark on me. It definitely affected me, but we have a first edition, which is super cool. So I'm excited to reread this one in January. And you want to hear something so stupid? Here in the state I live in, this is a banned book because a woman complained to our governor, our current governor, who's of POS, okay, and she was like, oh, this book, my son had to read this for school and it gave him nightmares. Like, bitch, shut up. Like, your son is a pussy, but okay. So yeah, I'm very excited to reread that one in January. And then I have Mouse, the complete collection. This is a graphic novel by Art Spiegelman, and this is about his grandparents' story. Like, this is a real story, but it's done with mice. And this is banned because of nudity. Because who knew mice can't be nude? But yeah, sure, that's the reason, right? So I'm very excited to finally read this classic banned book. And then as for just like kind of fun books that kind of stick out to me that I want to get to off of my shelves because I'm trying to read off of my shelves, and I also just got the Libby hold in for this one, and that's Immortal Dark by Tigest Girma. I'm probably mispronouncing that, but this is a vampire fantasy, I think it's YA, yeah, vampire fantasy YA book. I actually got influenced to buy this book, even though it's not my preferred genre anymore, because first of all, I love the cover, and it's screaming like I don't know, like gothic, like darkness, which I always like to go into the new year like that, you know, just dark and cold. And I absolutely love this cover, or this edition. I don't have very many fancy like book editions, but I was like, okay, this is cute. I can get down with this. It gives dark academia vibes, and yeah, I'm pretty excited for it. I do hear like there's smut in it, or not smut, but like, you know, scenes in it, and people were like upset because it's a YA book, but I'm like, really? Okay. And then The Silent Companions by Laura Purcell. This one's been on my radar and on my shelves, I think for a year, because I got it last Christmas. So it's definitely time to read it. Also, I think this is a creepy, like, castle or gothic story. I actually don't know a ton about it. I think it's a haunted portrait story. And then I also see this on a haunted doll list every once in a while. So I'm excited about it. I hear it's really weird too, and it's pretty short, so how many times I'm gonna say I'm just excited to read, okay? I don't know if you know that about me. And then I have the thriller Dearest by Jackie Rod Walters. This is a horror, actually this is a horror book, not a thriller. This is an evil kid book, and you know, I love an evil kid story, especially newer evil kid stories. I always try to keep my eyes out for them, and I've heard this one is really dark, so I'm excited for it, and it's short as well. And yes, I did unpause my book of the month just to get this a couple months ago. But yeah, that's all I have planned other than the other banned books. I have definitely slow down my reading this year, or I'm planning on slowing down my reading this year. So yeah, let me know what you guys are planning on reading in January 2025. I cannot believe it's here already. But yeah, let me know, and I hope you guys have a fantastic day. Bye.